Hi everyone, Cheryl here. I wanted to share with you some information about me. I was tagged by Angie, who is Queen Bee's Creations here on YouTube, and this was the Coco Martha 2012 craft tag. So, I know you guys normally see my hands or a project. I don't have any new projects made. I'm actually going to start working on a project once I get done with this video. Or I got another video to do, but after I finish that one, I'm going to start working on a project. So, in the meantime, you guys get to see one of my angels. I love angels, in case I've never told you guys that. And I have them kind of like all throughout my house. I have one at work. I just love angels. I can't even explain it to you. I just love them. So, this one right here is always in my room on my nightstand and watches over me. So, let me go ahead and get started. The first question I have is, how did you come up with your YouTube name? When I first really got serious about crafting, I started out making jewelry. And making jewelry, I figured, oh, you know what, I need to come up with a name because it's really pretty. You know, people would inquire, they wanted to buy pieces and things like that. So I came up with the name Gems Isle, which is island full of gems, basically. And so once I realized that I loved paper crafts way more than making jewelry, I decided I would go ahead and keep the name, you know, because in paper crafts, you know, there's still, you know, pieces of bling, you know, gems, so to speak, or whatever. And, you know, to me, my room is basically an island full of gems because it's filled with scrapbooking stuff as well. So I just kept the name and just went with it. So that's Gems Isle. That's where it came from. So the next question is, who or what inspired you to create a craft channel? Actually, when I started out, I watched a lot of videos. Oh, sorry about that. I watched a lot of videos, videos from Kathy Order, Laura Dennison, or should I say Paper Phenomenon, and then Following the Paper Trail. I also watched Soft Brown. I watched so many ladies out there on YouTube, and I just was really inspired. And one of my friends from work, we were talking and I would show her some of the things I did and she would say, and then I showed her, you know, like some other stuff where basically maybe I had made it because it was, you know, something that was based off of Kathy Order's project or something like that. So I would show her the original and show her mine, and she'd say, you know, Cheryl, that's really great. You know, you should do, you know, try to make videos too or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. You know, but then the more I kind of delved in it and started making projects, I realized, you know, maybe I should make a YouTube channel. You know, maybe I should, you know, kind of put myself out there just to see, you know, what people liked, you know, or should I say to make sure people actually liked my projects and things like that. So those are, you know, some of the people that inspired me to create a YouTube channel. The next one is, did you always love to craft with paper? I can't say I always loved to craft with paper. I was always crafty. I mean, I've always been crafty ever since I was little. You know, I would always make baskets, you know, whether for anniversaries, birthdays, Christmas, you know, whatever. You know, even one year for one of the guys at work, his birthday, he loved the Reese's Pieces. So I got a huge martini glass, you know, the large ones that you can get from Michael's, and I filled the top of it full of the Reese's Pieces, and, you know, I wrapped it up in this colorful cellophane and put a bow on it, things like that, and gave it to him. And, you know, it was from a group of us at work for his birthday, and he was just like, okay, only Cheryl could have come up with something like this, you know, or whatever. So I've always been crafty, but paper crafts, not so much. Not until, you know, a few years ago or whatever. So the next question is, what's that bleep you don't like? The thing that really gets to me is people that are fake. I don't do fake at all. I don't do fake well. It's just not in me. I just can't do it. If I don't like you, you know I don't like you. We can, you know, say hi, you know, just hi and bye, and that's all we need to say. That's it. That's all. You know, I've always been of the mindset where if you don't like me, it's something wrong with you, not necessarily, not me at all, because I pretty much like everybody and I pretty much get along with everybody. If I don't like you, it's really a good reason why, you know, and pretty much anybody can tell you that. It's just, you know, the way it is. So I've never been able to do fake well at all. Just not at all. Let's see. The next one is, one thing you want your subscribers to get from your channel. You know, I want you guys to be inspired. You know, I want you guys, when you see my projects or things like that, to be like me. Because when I see projects that other people do, I say, hey, I can do that. I know how to do that, and I kind of break it down, and I'm like, oh, I need to do this and I need to buy this, or I have this and I need to do that. I want to make it so that, even though it may seem when you see a project or something like that, you may look at it and say, oh, I can't do that. But maybe when you come to my channel and you look at it and you say, hey, I can do that. It's not that hard. It's, not that bad. It should be easy enough for me to do. I want you guys to be inspired and want to be able to actually try some of the projects that we see out here, because it is cool when you're able to master something. It is cool when you're actually able to get something and you do the project and you love the way it turns out, because when I get done with a project, I am itching. I cannot wait to show you guys, and sometimes I'm forced to wait because I need to make sure something dries or the lighting maybe not be right or just whatever. But when I tell you guys, I cannot wait to show you my project. I am just itching to show you because I want to know what you guys think. Your opinion does matter to me. It is very important. So inspiration, that's what I want you guys to get from my channel. And if you get anything else, that's great also. Okay, so the next thing is, what is your favorite company? Stamps, paper, etc. I must say that when it comes to paper, I tend to buy a lot of DCWV and Recollections paper from Michaels, because it's there, it is pretty, and it is affordable. You can usually get it for 50% off if you wait for the right sale or whatever. But I also really, really like Prima. I do like some pieces from Echo Park. I do like some pieces of K & Company. It really depends. I have to really, really like the paper because, one thing I've always stood by is if your paper is fabulous, then your project is going to be awesome. It's going to be beautiful, because the paper makes the project. If your paper is kind of dull and just kind of your project pretty much is going to be kind of So if the paper is pretty, I am all for it. When it comes to stamps, I do have some sentiment stamps. I don't necessarily have a favorite when it comes to sentiment stamps, although I must say that I'm really starting to like the CC Design sentiment stamps a lot. I have, I believe, one set, but I've seen some other ones and I really, really like those. So that would be my favorite when it comes to sentiment. As far as image stamps, so like people stamps, I must say the Gorgeous Girls are a favorite of mine, as well as the Greeting Farm. Those are definitely another big favorite of mine. So what is my zodiac? I am a Libra to the fullest. I love harmony. I love balance. When I buy things, I have to buy things in two because it's just balanced. Lately, I've been buying stuff in threes, which is unbalanced, but I figure no matter what, when I run out of one thing, I at least have two more as a backup. So, but I definitely love harmony, love balance. Some people say that, I'm indecisive. If that's the way you want to feel about it, okay, that's fine too. Usually, if it takes me a minute to make a decision on something, it's because I want to make the right decision. I don't want to make the wrong decision. I want to make sure that I get it right the first time. That way I don't have to go back to it anymore. That's, just the way I operate. So, let's see. The next question is, what new craft or hobby are you interested in learning for 2013? I really, really, really want to learn how to sew, as well as embroider, on the sewing machine. But that's something that I've been putting off for a while. I've wanted to do this for a couple of years now, and 2013 is not going to be the year for me to do it. I just don't foresee it. I would love to learn how to do it if I had more time, but I just don't. I just don't see it happening, because usually when I start something or start a new project or start a new hobby or new obsession, because that is exactly what it's going to become for me, an obsession, I usually focus a lot on that, until I master it, because I want to learn how to do it. I want to master it so that once I got it, and I can just run with it from there. But I don't know. I'm a single mom. My daughter this is her senior year in high school. Last half of her year, it's a lot of stuff that's going to be going on. She's getting ready to, preparing so that she can go away to school. I have a full-time job. I do crafting, when I have time, spare time, things like that. So it's a lot. And I know that learning how to sew, not to mention the added extra expense, you know, because all my extra little money goes into paper crafts and things like that. So, you know, that means I got to split money up to go to sewing and fabric and things like that. And I don't know that I'm ready to do that just yet. So, I don't know that I'm actually going to delve into sewing this year for 2013 or, you know, coming up for 2013. So we'll see. Maybe, but I don't know. The next thing, or should I say the last question is, did you ever think that you would make YouTube videos? Not at all. I never thought that I would make YouTube videos. I never thought that a lot of people would actually like or want to watch my videos. I mean, everybody, well, all of my family, usually when they see my projects and stuff, they love them. They're like, you made this? Oh my God, I can't believe it. You know, I'm going to have to get you to make such and such for me, or blah, 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 blah. Or I want one of those, and, you know, things like that. But YouTube, you know, your family, you know, they're nice to you in a sense by default, but, you know, your family loves you, you know, but, yeah, I never thought that I would. I'm actually glad, you know, that I did. It kind of brought me out of my shell, because I do tend to be really, really shy. You know, I tend not to show my projects to people or things like that, because, you know, I love all of my projects. That's just me. I really do. But you know, you don't always know how other people feel about them. So, but I am kind of glad that I, you know, did start making YouTube videos, because, you know, I've met a lot of wonderful women out there, and guys too, because the crafting community is great. You know, there are a couple of bad apples, but, those don't ruin it for me. You know, I really, really appreciate you guys and your support and everything like that. So thank you so much, Angie, for tagging me. As far as who I'm going to tag, I'm not tagging anybody. Consider yourself tagged if you watch this video and you want to go ahead and make a video response to this. Consider yourself tagged. I know there's a lot of people out there who may have already been tagged, and I don't know everyone who's been tagged, and I don't know everyone who hasn't been tagged. So if you watch this video and you would love to get in on this, consider yourself tagged. So thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate each and every one of you. I hope everyone had a wonderful Christmas. It's New Year's Eve, so happy New Year's to everyone. I'm wishing you all a wonderful, happy, joyous, healthy, prosperous, and very crafty 2013. So I'll see you guys in a bit, because I have another video to do really quickly. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.